Hello, this is RJ City, and I am ethically opposed to any more wrestling podcasts. I don't know why you guys are talking about wrestling. It is a niche product. It is a very small industry. Yet, at this point, there's more wrestling podcasts than there are wrestlers. There is something wrong with society as a whole, but as you get smaller and smaller into wrestling, and then the wrestling podcast sphere, it gets even worse. And one such example, if I may turn on the microscope and look at the drudgery that happens to be True Heel Heat. SP3, Sid, this is your fault.
Yo, what up? You know what it is. It's your boy AJ Francis reporting to you live from New York City, the birthplace of hip-hop. And I'm telling you that I'm only tuned in with True Heel Heat Wrestling. Holla at me.
What's going on, everybody? This is your former AEW World Heavyweight Champion. Once a champion, always a champion. Swerve Strickland. Whose house? Swerve's house. You're watching True Heel Heat podcast.
I'm dreaming, I'm guided to another world, time and time again. Hey. At sunrise, I fight to stay asleep, 'cause I don't want to leave the comfort of this place. 'Cause there's a hunger, a longing to escape from the life I live when I'm awake. Romeo. So let's go there.
Let's make our escape. Come on, let's go
Let's
there.
go there.
Let's ask, can we
Can
stay?
we stay?
Oh, we are so
Can
offbeat.
you take me?
Me higher. It's the delay. I blame the delay. It's the overseas delay.
Hello. It is me, your True Hill Phenom, SP3, and we are live on the True Hill Heat YouTube and Facebook for Rated Raw review number 108, a phenomenal Hall of Famer, as we are going to review the February 23rd edition of Monday Night Raw as only we can. And of course, to do that, you heard his beautiful salted tones on the intro here. He is back for his monthly visit. It is the one and only Mr. Romeo Anthony Colon. How are you doing, Romeo?
What up? What up, buddy? Good to see you again. Hello, chat. How's everyone doing? Let's do this.
We are doing well. Doing well indeed. Yes, we're not going to spend a lot of time on this show. This yes. Is like I said Shut up, Dad. You were late on telling me to shut up. I finished singing already. You say hi to Romeo?
Heard you singing.
Romeo.
Oh, you want the headphones so you can hear him? She wants to hear you.
Hello.
You didn't like Daddy singing, did you? Not good.
I'm sorry.
Can I get my headphones back?
Yeah.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't like anybody singing. She doesn't like music or anything like that. But yes, we are back once again with another edition of Rated Raw Review, reviewing last night's Monday Night Raw, a tribute to AJ Styles in Atlanta, Georgia. We appreciate y'all for joining us live. Appreciate y'all if you're watching us on demand. Remember to show your appreciation back the simplest way possible. Let's drop a thumbs up on the video. You can also share this video with all your wrestling fans, family, and friends on all your favorite social media platforms. If you are new to the True Hill Heat YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to stay notified for all the great content here. You can sound off in the comment section below. Let us know what you thought about Monday Night Raw, and more importantly, the final segment of Monday Night Raw, because that's the only thing worth talking about. And of course, if you're with us live, sound off in the live chat. We love to interact with all of you and hear your thoughts on Monday Night Raw. What did you think about the show? What did you think about the tribute to AJ Styles? And of course, if you're feeling generous, you want to give back to what we do here, you want to show your support to the True Hill Heat YouTube channel and for Rated Raw Review, you can do so with a super chat donation. Any dollar amount matters. It goes back to the contributors that you see on screen with us here, and we always appreciate your support. Like we did in January, we set the super chat goal at 10 super chats. If we're able to hit it, Romeo is guaranteed to be back here in March. That is the goal. That is the goal. We just work from one month to another. We're just trying to secure Romeo for the month of March with the super chat goal. We got here Eric Isaac, who says, "Hey THH fam, the injury curse of the Vision continues. Big Mommy Cole and Yeet Master are in, and thank you, AJ."
I gotta disagree with you already, SP3. I mean, there's stuff to talk about. It is a newsworthy show. It's just, did you enjoy the stuff that there was on the show? That's where you could have your take.
This was an awful show with a great ending.
If you want to say that, yes, but there is stuff to talk about, and we will try to do that as quickly as possible, so we could be out of here in an hour.
We got Jordan from Canada. Good to see you. He's ready to sing as well. He says, "'Cause when you are with me, I'm free. I'm careless, I believe, above all the others." Oh, now he's singing "My Sacrifice."
You're singing the wrong song, buddy. What are you doing? What are you doing? Well, they're having a rough time in Canada. It's been a rough couple of days, if you ask me. Losing to the U.S. twice, to the men and the women.
In hockey, in your sport,
that's
like black people losing a basketball game for a gold medal in the month of February. Like, that's ridiculous.
It's like the Americans losing football. It's just not good at all. We came in your house and put our feet on your couch.
Damn.
Fuck your couch.
That's tough. That's tough. We got our first super chat donation. Starting us off hot
My
is
guy.
chilling with Chase. Good to see you, good brother. He says, just for that intro, beautiful. We try our best. Creed is back in pro wrestling. That's all we needed. That's all we needed to give this some type of score
Love
on
it.
today's show.
Love it. Love Creed. And apparently Drowning Pool too with this remix song for the Chamber, even though it stinks. Absolutely sucks.
Oh my god.
Terrible.
I thought it was like
Who
I
said
thought it
remix
was
that song into what it was. Whose idea was that?
to make it into hip hop too from Offset. Offset did it. Holy shit! I was like, what are we doing? What
Just
are we
use the
doing?
original. Way better.
We got Rachel in the chat joining us. Rachel says, hi guys, what did I say last week? Heyman gave all his best ideas to the Bloodline story. This also confirms to me that we should not undermine the creative input of Roman. He probably was his filter. I watched last night's segment. I watched last night's segment and I was like, yeah, Paul Heyman might be cooked.
Are we talking about the Brock segment?
Yes.
Okay. I have an idea for that. We'll talk about it when we get there. We'll see.
All right. She also adds, we all should be grateful that AEW exists, because my main concern is that Triple H will manage to ruin Roman versus Punk as well. I hope Roman got his creative control intact.
Rachel's heart is in a good place caring about my guy Roman, my favorite wrestler. So I get where she's coming from, but yeah. I don't know.
I know you're not happy that AEW exists. I know, Romeo.
Grateful.
Why she can't be grateful for AEW existing? They actually do good shows. They actually do good shows.
She can, but we. I'm the Uncle Phil meme right now. We.
I don't remember the last time I gave a thumbs up for this show, Romeo. It's been a while.
Probably when I was around, but that's not gonna happen today.
No. Well, you were around for the Ireland show, right? That's what we reviewed. Was it the Ireland show?
Finn show, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
No,
that's the
Finn
last time
Balor-
I gave it a
Finn
thumbs
Balor
up.
tribute.
Yeah, that is the
Finn
last time
Balor
I
tribute
gave
to
this
AJ Styles tribute.
Romeo is picking and choosing his times to return to the show. Mr. Sound says, what's up, SP3, Romeo, and chat. We also got
I
here.
may be back. I may know my schedule already. I may be back for that show at the Garden because I'm going to actually go to that one.
Oh, nice.
So I can bring you an in-person perspective.
There we go. You're going to get Brock and Roman on that show.
Well deserved.
Good luck.
For those prices.
Yeah.
God damn.
God bless you for that. We got Dion with the comment here. He says, this gotta be a top 10 all-time worst Raw. This was a bad go-home show. 1, 2, barely any wrestling, 3, injuries, 4, bizarre segments, and 5, the crowd was dead. These are all accurate statements. All 5 points.
Can't be top 10 worst because of the ending. So there are episodes that just have absolutely nothing. So I can't.
This show was really bad though. Like, I think that both things can be true. This can be a top 10 all-time worst episode with a great ending.
I don't know.
Monizy says that show was awful. I write better episodes of television for my college classes.
I bet you do.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Easy.
You actually probably care. It doesn't seem like WWE cares that much. They cared about AJ last night, but they didn't care much for creativity.
Oh, that crowd, yeah. What the hell, Atlanta?
I mean, to be fair, they were up for the first segment and stuff, and then the injury happened, and then they just died.
Which is weird, because, no disrespect to Bronson Reed, but it's Bronson Reed,
Hey, Roman did his best with him, and that's why Roman is pissed off with the creative, because they haven't done anything with him. He's like, I let him pin me for what?
For what?
All right, without further ado, let's get
Fandango
into
beating Jericho.
They did nothing with that either. Let's talk about last night's Monday Night Raw. It took place from Atlanta, Georgia. What did you think about the crowd last night in Atlanta?
Sucked.
Accurate.
Two and a half out of 10.
We're already
Unless you tell me,
fighting for
like, are you
mine.
saving your energy for like the? I gotta save my energy for AJ. Gotta save my energy for AJ. I don't know.
Yep. Or yeah, Chase is another one who's pissed like Roman. He's like, Roman offered his star power to Reed and WWE fumbled, not surprised.
That's it. Now you gotta politic your way to a win at Mania, Roman. You deserve it. You bring this up in your argument.
Absolutely. Why should I lose to Punk? Y'all not going to do anything with him. He's 50. All right. Instead of the usual start to Monday Night Raw and everyone arriving at the arena, we get Michael Cole and Corey Graves. They stood in the ring. They welcomed us to the show in Atlanta. Everyone sat calmly in their seats. They weren't up and ready for the show right from the start. They were about to speak about AJ Styles when the ring general, Gunther, came out to interrupt the intro. He entered through the crowd. He sent Cole and Graves back to the announce table as he entered the ring. Gunther called it disgraceful that they were honoring a loser tonight. The fans liked the losers. He says losers like Bill Goldberg and John Cena and AJ Styles. Gunther ended their careers, so tonight should be a celebration of him. That got some boos, but there was some piped in boos as well. It was some fake booing added to it to make it sound even better. Adam Pearce interrupted. You get this great picture that WWE posted on their website of this that's like, I'm not letting my child see you, Adam Pearce. Pierce claimed that Pierce was trying to get Gunther's attention for the longest. It was like Gunther, I think that his mic was not working over the house mic, so that's why Gunther couldn't hear him, and he just continued on with this promo. Yeah. So he says he knew Gunther would pull this, so he brought security out to escort him out of the building. If he knew this would happen, perhaps he should have addressed it earlier, but okay. Gunther said he would leave under his own accord, though, because what was happening tonight was disgraceful. As Gunther was escorted up the ramp by security, he tried to turn around and boast to the crowd and pose for them one last time when he was suddenly attacked from out of nowhere by AJ Styles' former tag team partner, Dragon Lee. They were quickly separated by security and Adam Pearce, but Dragon Lee kept attacking him. Gunther would eventually make his way to the backstage area after a little bit of a tussle, but Dragon Lee got free and he attacked him yet again backstage as well. This was a nice little heated segment. It got the crowd kind of into the show at the start of the show, at least. Dragon Lee kept going after him when they went backstage, until eventually security were able to pull him away. Gunther, as he was recovering and Dragon Lee was taken away, you get Cody Rhodes, who appears and gave Gunther a look before making his way to the ring. This led to Cody coming out for the rest of our opening segment. This was all one segment, I guess you can say, as it just transitioned from one thing to another. Cody got a big reaction and his hometown saying his name. He was about to talk about AJ Styles, saying that this night belongs to him. But just like the announcers earlier, he was interrupted by the Vision. Way to suck all the energy out of the building.
Enjoy this visual. The last of this Vision you're going to see for a while.
Look at this. I got 3 separate pictures of them, so you can like reminisce on it, you know. Austin Theory said Austin Theory says he was ashamed to be from Atlanta. Logan Paul knew Cody wasn't ashamed to be from Atlanta because he lacked common sense and he was insane for showing up to Raw. Paul Heyman gets on the mic and says that Bronson Reed would win the Elimination Chamber and win the title at WrestleMania, meaning the Vision would take over SmackDown too, and Rhodes would be the first one out of the door. Rhodes wasn't sure about that, and he knew someone here who would disagree with them. And this hit the music of Jay Uso, who came out with his brother Jimmy as they were out for our Elimination Chamber qualifying matchup. And that took us to our first break. What did you think about everything? The Gunther interruption, his promo, Dragon Lee attacking him, the little pull apart brawl that they had, into Cody being interrupted by the Vision, and our entrance of the Usos. I thought the first half of this was fine, but I didn't. Why bring out Cody if you're just going to have him say like 2 sentences?
I agree with you. The Gunther stuff was cool. He should be pissed after last week. He should be pissed at this tribute for AJ. He retired him. He should be pissed about that. And I thought he did good. It was kind of funny, him still going while Pierce is yelling, but he can't hear him. That was funny. Dragon Lee, good spot for him. Pull apart brawl once again by Triple H. Everybody drink. It's like every week we get one of those.
You get a masked man, you get a pull apart brawl, and you get a mystery box.
And yeah, the Cody stuff was like, I guess that could have been an email, I guess, or off screen for the home crowd. He's just, what do you want to talk about, AJ Styles? And then doesn't talk about him, so whatever. Kind of meaningless.
Yeah, that's like we shipped Cody out here. I know the real reason why we shipped Cody out here was for him to be a part of the AJ Styles celebration post show, but like, why even have him out here at all if he's just gonna do absolutely nothing?
Yeah, I know.
And the Vision coming out just made this feel like every other Raw opening segment.
Well, to be fair, they had at least they had a match. At least they were the only ones justified to be there.
That's true. That's a good point. We got a couple of comments here in the chat with us. We got we got Sanjo, who kind of agrees. He says, I rather have Cody not talking. There.
We didn't have, unless we're getting on SmackDown, we didn't have no big, everybody who's involved in the men's chamber, let's all have like a nice talking segment and, build up the match. Everyone who's all involved in the women's chamber, let's have a nice big talking segment and build up the match. We haven't had that for either one. And it's just like on Saturday, everybody just meet there. We'll settle things there. Unless
maybe they have
Friday.
it because they had to fill out the field on this show. So
Right,
maybe we get it on Friday. You're probably right. We got Dion who says, what are they doing with Gunther? Him facing Dragon Lee can't be his Mania plans after the momentum of retiring Cena and AJ. Cody versus Gunther for the title should have been the plan. Yeah, I'm not sure WWE knows, let alone we know what Gunther's doing at WrestleMania, but I'm fairly certain it's not Dragon Lee because they announced that match for next week.
Yeah. No.
No.
I guess he still could be an option for Brock, but I think that's later on in the year, honestly, when Brock, I guess, is going to hang it up. I guess. As for Mania, what does Gunther do? I don't fucking know. Do you?
I
thought it was Mysterio, but
that seems lower on the totem pole as well. So I mean, the Rey Mysterio would make sense. I mean, yeah, but it is low on the totem pole for what Gunther should be doing. I'm sorry. It's not my fault that they've had Rey Mysterio lose to Austin Theory like 100 times. I'm sorry.
So what's for Gunther?
I thought after WrestleMania, after Royal Rumble, it would be Randy Orton. But now that he's not going to be in the chamber, there's no like easy way to set that up. So, I mean, the rumor going around is that WWE is thinking about doing a multi-person matchup for the WWE Championship. Yep. Why not try to sneak Gunther in there for no reason?
Which Randy would be in, according to the rumor.
Yeah.
Gunther, I don't know. As long as he don't get pinned and shit.
Yeah,
I think that's the whole Gunther in the title picture unless he's winning.
Yeah, I think that's the whole reason why he's not in the chamber. They don't want him to be pinned.
Yep.
We got a super chat donation here. Thank you so much, Chuck Berries, for the support.
Thank you.
He says, Romeo How will you defend this show, the Romeo? Appreciate you for honoring your commitment, but as a fellow WWE watcher, this show sucks.
That's all right. It's fine. It's okay to say that. I'm not gonna defend this. What are you, crazy?
Wow, really? I thought you would. I thought you would find a way.
The furthest I went is that, okay, it's not top 10 bad. Relax. That's the furthest I'll go.
Top 20?
I don't know. I've never really put down a top 20 worst Raw list. I'd have to do extensive research that I do not want to do. That sounds like a very boring project.
This made me feel like we were back in 2019, this episode in particular. This is like 2019 bad for Monday Night Raw. Jack Berry says that opening segment was all over the place, in my opinion. It was like two halves of something. Like, if they had just finished with the Gunther part, I think I would just be like, good opening segment, great final segment. The rest of it is like awful. But it was like you split it in half and gave me one useless part and one all right part to set up a match for next week. So it's kind of just, it was there.
It's just the Cody pandering for me. Like this, he's like this great politician, you know, making a campaign stop.
Yeah,
he's not as bad as Punk is, though.
Ooh. Oh man, Punk, and I've been giving him credit the last couple of weeks, Romeo. I'll be like, you know, Raw is really bad this year, but CM Punk's been the bright spot. And now he just said, you know what? Fuck all that bright spot stuff. I'm gonna cut a useless promo on this show. We got our boy, our co-host here, Tough Guy JJ. He says, "Thank God I'm not covering this bullshit ass show." I was like, JJ had to have planned this out. He had to know. He saw the script, and that's why he chose this week to call out.
On paper, it seemed like it was going to be a good show. I was looking forward to it.
Yeah. It is true.
And I didn't expect the AJ tribute stuff to go as hard as it did, like as good as it was.
Yeah. They did push it throughout the night. They did build it up really well throughout the night as well.
Some of the best parts of the show.
Yeah. Cole says that tonight is a sellout of over 12,000 fans. I wouldn't have admitted that with the way that the crowd was on the show.
Yeah. It's seated for it could hold up to 17K too, by the way, I think.
Well, you know, with the stage and everything, so I guess. Then our opening contest, we go into it. It is Bronson Reed representing the Vision. You got Jey Uso representing our World Tag Team Champions, and you got the original El Grande Americano. The opening matchup.
Foster.
He's the original.
He doesn't even speak Spanish. It's not the real El Grande Americano.
Hey, I watched AAA, and he seemed to cut very good Spanish promo. No artificial intelligence at all. The opening matchup went to commercial break about like 2 minutes in. We come back with the original El Grande wiping out both men with an Orihara moonsault. We get Jay and OG El Grande did their best to keep Reed out of the ring for a bit, but Reed re-entered. He stacked both men up on his shoulder and did a great looking Samoan drop on both men, showing off his strength. After Reed gave Jay a world's strongest slam, he tried dumping Gable onto Jay, but Gable, excuse me, I'm calling him Gable.
No, it's okay.
Gable.
Stop lying to ourselves.
Gable countered by giving Reed a bulldog while simultaneously dropping a leg drop on Jay. Gable then gave Jay a chaos theory and went to the top rope. He tries to go for the flying headbutt, but he completely misses and he hits the mat. He missed and went face first. I was like, man, is Gable got a concussion or something? He covers him. He sold it. Yeah, he sold it like he hit it and he makes the cover, but Bronson Reed breaks up the cover. But apparently Bronson Reed, we do a replay after the commercial. And as soon as he breaks up the cover, he looks right at his right bicep, and it's immediately that look. It's basically like the Jake Doyle injury in AEW, where he immediately knew he tore something. You saw it in Reed's face. He knew he tore something here. Gable then gave Reed a great looking German suplex. Yeah, it's great looking German suplex. And I was like, Gable, you just landed on your head. Why are you dropping a 350-pound man on your head after that? But
okay. Impressive as hell, though, because he held him up for a minute.
Yeah, he did. So I get the international feed. So literally, I knew something was wrong because the whole 3 minutes that you were on commercial, Romeo.
Yes,
I saw it too. They literally. Oh, you saw them just circle around each other.
That's the only way to watch Raw. Is you need the actual feed, not the commercials, because this is unwatchable shit. Commercials every 5 minutes. You have to get the international version.
But they circled each other for like 3 minutes, to the point that Gable couldn't even get over the C chant. He tried to start a C chant, but they wouldn't even cheer it because I think that the crowd also knew that something was wrong here. So they started. Jay doesn't even know how to
change the winner of the match on the fly. So they're going to backstage like, okay, who's winning now?
Yeah. You could tell the referee is like giving them instructions as they were about to prepare to go at it. And then the camera pans over to Reed as he is on the ground and the doctor is checking him over.
I feel bad.
This sucks. Like you knew immediately it was something bad because he did not re-enter the matchup.
Yep.
Nah, Graves acknowledges that the original El Grande was detested in AAA, while the current El Grande Americano was a hero. Jay went for an Uso splash, but Gable got his knees up. They tried to do this superplex spot, but you can tell they're trying to like talk over the rest of the matchup because it took forever for them to do the superplex spot.
Eventually they're redoing the whole match, on the fly.
Eventually, Gable got his knees up on the Uso splash and then applied the ankle lock. Jay fought out of it. They trade kicks, but then Jay hits his awful-looking spear. He then finishes him off with the Uso splash for the 1-2-3. Jay Uso will move on and advance to the Elimination Chamber matchup. They adjust everything. So hats off to the OG Americano as well as Jay Uso for having to improvise the ending of this matchup. But I mean, this matchup is just going to be looked at as the match where Bronson Reed got injured. Jay Uso, he does move on to the men's elimination chamber, joining the field that includes Javon Evans, Trick Williams, Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, and LA Knight. There is no legitimate heels in this whole bunch because Trick Williams is the only heel, but he's cheered unanimously by the crowd.
Everyone else. By the way, I hope Jay didn't have any plans for Saturday. I hope he didn't have like, I got the day off. Let me go do this, and this. And now you got to work a chamber match. Granted, it's not the whole chamber, but ouch. Damn.
Well, to be fair, his girl got neck surgery, so she don't want to do anything. So, or neck injury, or neck injury at least. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if she's getting surgery or not, but it did not look good. But. Yeah, this match fell apart because of the Reed injury. It was revealed later that he has a discal bicep tear, so he's going to be out indefinitely. And my God, is the Vision fucked? The Vision is fucked, and the Vision is cursed. They are absolutely jinxed. And like, I feel bad for Bronson Reed because Bronson Reed was in a prominent spot, probably the biggest push that he's received since being in WWE. He was consistently like protected within the Vision, despite, everything that's going on and the lack of a push after the big Roman Reigns win. But there's no denying he was probably the highest on the totem pole for the Vision. So I feel for him. He's a talented guy, and I hope that he comes back soon. So best wishes. Hope he's okay. But my God, Romeo, this is fucking karma for WWE, because WWE didn't just do a fake injury angle with Seth Rollins last year. They did a fake injury angle and then spent 6 episodes of Unreal Season 2 bragging about, we fooled everybody. We had everybody fooled. And the injury god said, fuck you. We are taking our pound of flesh and we are taking out the guy that did the fake injury, his number 2 in charge with hernia surgery, and we're going to take out the number 3 in charge. They literally were injured in the order that they joined the group.
Wow.
This is unbelievable injury karma, like on the highest level possible. We've been talking about for weeks, Romeo, here that the Vision was cooked, but this is like filet mignon at this point. What did you think about the matchup and Bronson Reed's injury?
It's interesting during the match when I'm just gonna call him Gable. When Gable does a suplex to Jay. Jay rolls like all the way to the other side of the ring, knowing what the next spot is. And Gable looks across the ring like, shit, that's pretty far. Fuck it. So he just flies, and oh my God, he hit the canvas so hard. I'm like, Jay, why did you roll that far? Like, I didn't get that. I don't want to blame Jay, but I guess indirectly I am, because the next immediate thing is Bronson running to break the pin. Who knows if he breaks the pin the same way if it's in the center of the ring? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not going to speculate, but whatever. Yeah, tough job improvising the rest of the match. It was definitely clunky if you saw the international feed. And Bronson, I feel bad. I feel terrible. The Vision is cursed for sure. Yikes. That leaves Logan and Austin in a tough spot. But it also leaves them with an opportunity for one or both of them to step up or something. I don't know. I don't know for sure. I'm just guessing. I still think Braun and Seth return before Mania, and that they're going to do their program for Mania. But who knows for sure. If Braun is not returning anytime soon, then it's up to Logan in theory. And what do you do with them? I would just put them in the tag division and make them go for the tag titles. And maybe even put it on them to give the Vision a little something here, some kind of bone. I don't know.
I think they should cut their losses at this point.
No, you can't.
I'll be honest.
You can't break.
I'll be honest. You got to cut
break
your
it up.
losses at this point.
You can't break it because Braun's
It's
still coming back.
cursed.
Braun's still
It's
coming back.
cursed though. And Paul
It is
Heyman is at his lessest. Like, it feels like Paul Heyman is back with Rybaxel at this point.
That's a tough comparison.
I'm just saying. I mean, Logan Paul is a little bit more famous than Rybaxel. I'll give him credit for that. But what do you think about me? What I said about the karma for what they did with the whole Unreal
wouldn't say
bragging
karma.
about fooling everybody?
I'm more on the curse side. Curse than karma. Which one can debate? Oh, the same thing, Romeo. Whatever.
Yeah, this is pretty much this. I was about to say that. I was like, it's pretty much the same thing because they did this. Like it was so unnecessary to do the fake injury angle. 2, you didn't have to brag about fooling everybody when you didn't fool everybody. And 3, you even have said it, and you're, like I said, you're one person that you always try to see the bright side with a lot of WWE, but even you have had your complaints about the Vision not really working over the last couple of months, over the last year.
I'm with you more on 2 than anything else. The bragging was so stupid. No, I don't have that much of a problem with number 1. Number 2 is where I agree with you. It's like patting yourself on the back. Oh, we fooled everyone. Shut the fuck up. You didn't fool anybody.
Everybody knew immediately. It came out that this was all a fake injury angle. You did not need to brag about it. You like, look at us, we're so smart. Seth Rollins, like, you just need a kernel of truth. You need a kernel of truth. That's all you need. We got Chuck Berries. He says, absolute karma. You're so correct, XP3. But we got a difference of opinion. We got Nikki who says, it's not karma. It's either cursed or karma. I mean, it sounds you starting off with a K or a C. What you think it is? Let us know. We got Chill with Jason.
One is like when one thing is like, yeah, you're like, oh, and then 2 things like, well, that can't be a coincidence, and then 3 things is like, what is going on here? Once it gets to 3, you gotta start thinking.
Yeah. Chilling with Jay says the Vision became We the People. That is quite the comparison. There. We got a super chat.
Vision stock. Go ahead, sell it. Sell the Vision stock. I'm buying low. I'm buying low. Go ahead, sell it off.
You really
I'm
gonna
gonna
buy
cash
this?
in later on. I'm gonna cash in later on. It's at an all-time low. Nobody believes in him. Yep. 'Cause I think Braun's coming back sooner than later. I think so. Now, if he gets hurt again, then we're fucked. If they just keep getting hurt, like if I'm Logan or Austin right now, I am not doing anything risky. I am not.
No.
I'm moving, turning around, I'm looking out for large bookcases, chandeliers. I'm stepping out of the way. Like, yeah, I'd be a little careful.
We got a super chat donation once again from Chuck Berries. Thank you so much, brother, for the support. He says, I can't help but think that Bronson Reed was supposed to go over in this match because now it seems as though there are too many baby faces in the chamber match. Well, it's been confirmed, Chuck Berries. WrestleVotes reported following the matchup that, yes, in fact, Bronson Reed was supposed to go over in this matchup, which makes you feel even worse for Bronson Reed.
Yeah. Not that I thought he was winning the chamber, but yeah. They definitely needed like somebody to root against in that chamber.
Yeah.
Has there ever been a chamber like this where it's like everybody's like somebody you root for?
This is like basically the Money in the Bank. You remember the Money in the Bank from 2013? Where they did one Money in the Bank where it was all heels, and then they did the other Money in the Bank when it was all baby faces. I think it was Punk, Randy, RVD, Christian Cage. I forget the other people in that matchup, but yeah, it was like an all babyface Money in the Bank they did back in. I think Brian was in that. Brian was in it.
Orton, Christian, Punk, Brian, RVD, Sheamus.
Sheamus was the person I was forgetting. Yeah.
And the other one was Sandow, Cesaro, Cody,
Ambrose,
Fandango, Jack Swagger, Wade Barrett.
Yeah. This is basically 2013 all over again. Thank you so much, Chuck Berries, for the support. We got Chillin' with Chase. It says Romeo Vision stock is as dead as our Julius Creed stock.
I sold my Creed stock a long time ago. I didn't make much back, but
you saw the writing on the wall.
What is going on there? Who did he
No, this was back when the Shield were heel, Chase. In that matchup, they were all heels in the second elimination and the second Money in the Bank that year. And he says Braun Breaker borrowed the Cena healing X Factor if he returns from a hernia in this time frame.
If anybody has it, look at that individual. Take one look at Braun Breaker. If anybody has it, it might be him.
Yeah, he could do it. But if he's not able to make it back, do you hold off Seth or do you try to put Seth versus one of the members of the Vision?
You could. I don't know if the Logan Paul Bad Bunny thing's still gonna happen. I don't know. Those rumors. So
yeah.
If not,
I don't think so.
Just do them as a tag team and put them in a tag title match. Usos.
Well, Chisholm says the Vision are in their Final Destination movie. LOL.
Good comparison.
Very good. Very good there. We get highlights of AJ Styles' debut at the Royal Rumble 2016. And then we see some of the guests here for his tribute. First, we see Bobby Roode is backstage talking with Shinsuke Nakamura, probably reminiscing on all their famous AJ Styles matches. Then we see the World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk, arrives at the building in the passenger seat of the Toyota Camry NASCAR driven by Tyler Reddick. Reddick, owned by Michael Jordan's team.
Yep.
Reddick sped in and did some donuts around the lot. When Punk exited the car, he looked like he just got off of a roller coaster. So that was cool. And then we go Pandering Punk. Then we go to one of the bigger segments of the night are supposed to be Liv Morgan was here to announce her WrestleMania decision. After weeks and weeks of basically dragging this along, we're finally going to know who Liv Morgan faces at the show of shows. She comes out with Dominic Mysterio. They show a replay of Stephanie Vicaire with her great Spanish promo during the interview last week that made Morgan cry. But she cheered up watching the replay after Dominic Mysterio introduced himself as the greatest Intercontinental and AAA Mega Campeon, and her as the greatest Royal Rumble winner of all time. Dom said that Morgan was ready to make her decision. So first he called out WWE Women's World Champion Stephanie Vaquer. Then he introduces the WWE Women's Champion Jade Cargill, who came out to a good reaction from the crowd in her hometown of Atlanta, Georgia. Morgan wanted to get something off of her
hometown, is it?
I think she's from Atlanta.
No,
she lives in Atlanta, at least.
Maybe that, yeah. She's from Florida.
Oh, okay. But she lives in Atlanta. That's all I know for sure. Morgan wanted to get something off of her chest before announcing her decision. She told Vaquer that her words caught her by surprise last week. She wasn't used to being so vulnerable, and she thought about what Vaquer said all week. Morgan said that Vaquer was right. She didn't realize how selfish she'd been and how privileged she really was. She had 10 years of the best coaches, best facilities, and medical, and still thought that she was struggling. She didn't know much about Vaquer's story, that she had scratched and clawed for 10 years just to get to WWE. Morgan apologized for judging her and knew Vaquer was the champion that she was because of what she had gone through. But now it was time to focus on her own story. She turned her attention to Jade Cargill, turned around to her, and only took about 5 seconds before she turned around and gave one of the slowest microphone shots I think I've ever seen. I literally had time to tell Stephanie Vaquer to duck, and she still didn't duck. She put her head out there to get struck.
But sold it like death.
She did sell it. She drops her title. It does the freaking tower fall, basically. She smoked Vaquer on the head with the microphone. Cargill smiled seeing this and left the ring accordingly. Morgan then hammered away at Vaquer. She hits her with the code breaker and then followed up with the Oblivion. Morgan then picked up the WWE Women's World Championship and held it high to signal that she was choosing Stephanie Vaquer to face for the title at WrestleMania 42. She then dumped the WWE Women's World Championship on Vaquer before leaving with Dom. This was a nothing segment. It was kind of just there. The crowd did not react to this at all. And it makes last week's segment not make a whole lot of sense. Like, who was she fooling? Who was she trying to fool? She cried after Stephanie Vaquer left. So it wasn't like she got any sympathy from Stephanie. She cuts this promo and says, "Oh, I didn't understand," instead of telling Stephanie that I have also struggled. I wasn't given everything in my time here. I was kind of the third wheel in Riot Squad. And maybe we'll get that in next week or in a few weeks' time in the build up to WrestleMania. But this segment made last week's segment not make a whole lot of sense. It was very telegraphed. I saw it coming from a mile away. And it didn't get over with this crowd at all. The crowd was dead quiet for what is supposed to be one of the biggest matches at WrestleMania being set up here. So I didn't think the promo work was memorable at all or anything like that. This is kind of a nothing segment to me. What did you think?
Maybe a little bit above nothing. I don't know what the next step after that is. Like, it's okay, but I'm not in love with it, I guess. I don't know what to say. The only thing I liked is that the ending was like, what do you call it? It was like a callback to the Chamber when Jade looked like she was going to go after Liv, but then went after Naomi. So I found that interesting that they were both involved in this yet again. But yeah, everybody saw it coming. And the live crowd, they were dead for mostly everything at this point, the rest of the night, except for AJ.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best terminology from Moneezy, who says that segment just felt flat to me, and the predictability and dead crowd didn't help. Yeah. It was just very flat. It wasn't like, oh, they swerved us. Oh, we didn't know she was going to pick Stephanie, even though they've been building that up and saying she's going to pick Stephanie for several weeks now. Like, oh, we're such a big surprise, such a big swerve. Kind of nothing.
Yeah.
I just thought, like I said, I thought it was nothing.
When you do things like this, you have to, like, I don't know. You got to make it look more plausible that she can actually pick Jade. And you have to, like, do some segments on SmackDown with Liv and Jade and, like, tease it a little bit, even though you're not going to follow through with it, at least to get the audience and the live crowd to get more invested in this choice.
Yeah. We got the difference of opinion again. We got I'm Heel, who says, I love this segment. What did you love about it? I want to know that. Let me know in that. Yeah, maybe. We got, yes, I agree with this from King Greg. Jade should have punched Bow Wow. They should have followed up on the AEW storyline.
Absolutely. I would have enjoyed that.
Come on. That would have got a big pop. Annika says, so all that explaining Top Guy JJ did last week was for nothing. I did think about that as well. I was like, Top Guy JJ, you should have saw it, Romeo, last week. He explained this and was trying to make it sound good, the whole sit down interview, when I'm just like, I don't understand why Liv is crying. Why is she crying? She's not feeling anybody. I was like, the only way this works is if they're doing a double turn and turning Stephanie heel and Liv is the babyface.
Hell no. Yeah.
Hey, the fans already cheer for Liv.
They do. But Liv is, like, attached to Dom. So if you turn one, you have to turn the other.
Yeah. You could turn Finn as the heel in the Dom and Finn, because that's obviously where they're going next.
Could have, but I like it better the way it is now.
Yeah. Annika says, so who's Jade gonna go against? Because Charlotte isn't in the chamber. I think it's definitely it's definitely Rhea Ripley now.
Yeah, it's Rhea. It's a star power. Everyone loves mommy. Rhea Jade is a matchup they haven't done yet between two powerhouses. Yeah, that seems like the most obvious. I'd give Tiffany a slight chance, not because anybody wants to see it, but just because they love her so much as well. But it's going to be Rhea in my eye. And what a crime. SP3, what a crime against humanity. Charlotte Flair is not in this damn chamber and has no path to the damn women's championship at WrestleMania. You kidding me?
Charlotte loves Kiana James way too much.
No. I know she does. I know they're friends, but they do too. They love her in management too. And I don't know why, folks. I don't know why. She respectfully sucks. Stinks. Respectfully. She could get better, but she is not ready for a damn chamber match. If anything, Lash Legend's more. I would have bought Lash Legend more. But no, not Kiana James. No.
Yeah, it's funny because I said this in the chat on Friday on SmackDown, and I saw you, like, I think it was like yesterday, like 3 days later, you put like an angry emoji next to my comment, and at first I was like, why is he putting an angry emoji for? Oh, he doesn't like Kiana either. I was like, it hit me. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna complain about this because this is him actually agreeing with me.
It's funny. This women's chamber has like half of tag teams, like almost every person.
Yeah, you could only get one of the tag team and not the other. Kiana's in, but Julia's not. Rhea's in, but Io's not. Alexa's in, but Charlotte's not. Tiffany's the only one who doesn't have a tag team partner. You get up next, Byron Saxton was backstage with the young OG. Javon Evans was about to interview Javon Evans backstage, but he was quickly greeted by rapper Offset. They start chopping it up with one another. Offset wants to give the young OG his flowers, but the New Day and Grayson Waller interrupt. Xavier Woods was offended that they weren't honoring him tonight in his hometown of Atlanta, Georgia. New Day also wondered why Offset showed up tonight, given that they had repeatedly invited him in the past. Offset says because New Day sucks. Evans challenged them to a fight. Woods reminded him that his arm is in a sling and he's injured, but Kofi Kingston accepted the match instead, so that match would go down later on in the show.
And I was interested. Kofi, Javon. That's like, wow, looking in the mirror years in the past.
Exactly. Michael Cole was like, am I seeing double?
Michael Cole thinks all black people look alike.
He literally called Javon Kofi a couple of weeks ago. Did you not see?
Been on an absolute heater of being terrible on commentary. I don't know if his heart's not in the game right now or what. He's been bad.
It's like him and Tony Schiavone are battling for worst television announcer right now.
Now Tony, I know his heart's definitely not in it for sure. I expect better from Cole. Yeah,
during
running laps around him right now.
Yeah, and that says a lot in itself.
Right. Well, I'm not all in love with him either.
During a commercial break, they showed quick clips of wrestlers talking about how much AJ Styles means to them. You get Cody Rhodes, Charlotte Flair, Sami Zayn, Kurt Angle, Finn Balor, R-Truth, Tyson Kidd, Xavier Woods, and Roman Reigns. Then we see backstage Michin is hanging out with Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa of the MFTs when the Good Brothers are here. This was my first pop of the night. I was like, let's go. The Good Brothers got an invite. Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, they greet Michin. They give her a big hug. They greet their old Bullet Club stablemates in Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. This was a nice moment of the guests. This was probably second behind the other one that we would get later on in the show.
Very nice. Very cool. Gallows and Anderson just find a way to get a payday again. Wow. Vintage. Any chance
vintage Gallows and Anderson. Vintage Gallows and Anderson. I'm Heel says, talk about the Liv segment. He says, I loved it because to me, it made sense with last week's segment and with how they set it up. And I like how Liv played off of last week well, and Stephanie got pulled into it. How did she get pulled into it if she never saw her cry? We never got to see Stephanie's reaction to Liv crying. Liv cried after Stephanie left. It literally negated what happened last week. It didn't set it up.
She saw it scrolling through Twitter.
Oh, I made her cry. That was the intent. She literally said she's saying this so she would pick her for WrestleMania. What the hell is that? Doesn't make any sense. That explanation, I think you need to think it over a little bit and really think if it really made sense with last week's segment. Last week's segment, it was literally Stephanie said she was saying all of this so Liv would pick her for WrestleMania. How did she get fooled by Liv saying, oh, I need to create my story, and looking at Jade Cargill for all of 5 seconds? She did not look at Jade Cargill long enough to sell it that she could pull Stephanie in with that. I'm sorry. I don't, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but that didn't make too much sense to me, that explanation. I'm sorry. We got Chillin' with Chase, who says Cole misses his boyfriend Pat.
That might be it.
I can see that. Yeah, that might be it. Might be it. We got wow. Chase letting us know the odds. He's saying Rhea Ripley at plus 500. Sounds like free money.
Yeah, and then look at Tiffany's odds. Yep.
Oh, plus 165. So, oh, really? Raquel is the favorite?
Oh, let's go. Oh, by the way, you may not have noticed, but I'm more of a Raquel guy now than Liv. I've kind of moved on. Raquel is my girl now, and look at this. It's paying immediately. It's paying
dividends. We got Chrissy's in the chat. Good to see you, Chrissy. She's like, she is terrible. I feel the same way, Romeo. There, I said it.
She'll say it.
Did you see Chrissy's performance on True Hill Heat 369?
I've heard tales and legends. It's spread like wildfire.
No. I'm Heel. We're talking about the same thing. The promo that Stephanie did not set up what happened on this show and why Stephanie would be fooled by that. When Stephanie said in her promo, she was saying all of these things to make sure Liv picked her for WrestleMania. That's what
I
I'm
don't-
saying. I'm saying your explanation of why you like it does not make sense because you're saying it's because the last week's segment set it up when it really didn't. It actually negated what happened last week.
I don't like that pick me stuff. Remember Seth tried to do that with Cody too?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
It comes off as begging.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. We had a lot to say about the last two segments. I don't have a lot to say about this.
All right.
Natty
let's go.
goes one-on-one with Maxine Dupree. Maxine Dupree has new theme music. The match starts. They stood in the ring, these fierce rivals, for all of 3 minutes through a commercial break and a WrestleMania video package. Yeah, they really have animosity.
Oh.
They really have a lot of animosity. They fought outside for a bit. Natty, they fight through to the barricade, and Maxine does a crossbody off the barricade. Then they fight near the ring post, and Natty boots Dupree into the ring post. It was the same ring post spot that you see in every matchup, but Maxine was dead. Like, she sold it like she was dead. Like, it was legit. She literally planked. Then you get Natty attacking her wildly as the referee tried checking on her. The referee eventually got Natty to stop, and he called off the matchup, and Natty was announced as the winner. This feud sucks. They don't even trust them enough to do. They've done 3 minutes in 2 matches.
No, well, it does suck. However, they're making Natty look like, oh my god, overpowered. If Natty fought Natalya would get crushed in 3 minutes. Natty was overpowered in the Rumble. She's overpowered here. They're trying to make her look presentable. It's just that nobody cares. And maybe it's because nobody cares about Maxine either. How about that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And Maxine, oh my gosh, she sold like she was dead, which was weird when you have an actual injury earlier on. Like, I know they already had this planned out and scripted, but it's just made to look even weirder. Like, we just saw Bronson actually get hurt, and now we're doing a fake get hurt. Kind of weird.
And we didn't get any updates like we got on Bronson Reed for Maxine Dupree.
Like, that did not look good to get knocked stone cold out and then get beat up. Like, the ref should have honestly taken the win away. Really, what are you doing?
Yeah, I was like, how is this a referee stoppage win for Natty? It should be a no contest. Like, what are we doing? What
The
are we
only
doing
thing
here?
that was good was that it was quick.
Yeah.
In and out.
In and out, what it needed to be. I don't need to. This is already punching for worst feud of the year, though. I will give them that. 3 minutes and 2 matches. Yeah, this is bad. Monteezy saying, why does this company expect people to care about Natty after the way she was booked as Natalya for years?
Well, she has to start doing this against people that the fans care about.
Yeah, that might help.
Over pushed.
Agreed. Backstage, JD McDonough apologizes to Finn Balor, who's wearing a suit for the AJ Styles tribute, for being a hothead last week. All he wanted was to see Balor become champion. Balor accepted his apology. He said brothers fought, but they always made up. He planned on becoming champion, and he had to do it alone, though. Dom was upset because they left him hanging last week on his own, and he lost. He knew Balor wanted to do things on his own, but he didn't. He wanted their help when he defended the Intercontinental Championship next week against Penta. McDonough had his back, but Balor quickly cut in. He said nobody had his back when Dom and JD were hurt. He didn't blame them, though. He held his own while they were gone, and it was time for Dom to do the same. Let's take some responsibility and grow up. I think this was the first indication that we might finally, after a year and a half of dissension, finally be coming to the end of the story of Dom and Finn.
Oh, it's on. I like that. That was good. That was a good performance by Finn. And I too, like you, thought oh, he's dressed up for the AJ tribute. But then, a good brother Steve from Around the Point, he brought up that that's the same thing Finn wore when he relinquished the what do you call it, the
Universal
red belt.
Championship?
Yeah. I already forgot what that damn thing was called.
Try to burn it from your memory.
Yeah, and then I looked it up, and it is, unless Finn just owns one suit in his wardrobe.
I think so. Because there was no reference. There was no reference
But
to
I
it.
found that interesting, though, because it really was.
Pretty cool. We got another super chat donation from our main man, Chuck Berries. Thank you so much, Chuck Berries, for the support. He says, you mean to tell me that they give this woman a new music theme song and she has a performance like that? Just talking about Maxine Dupree. Yeah, I am telling you that.
And I didn't even pay attention to it, but I bet if I already know the answer to this question, how was it?
It's a WWE entrance thing.
I knew.
These entrance themes don't have it.
Sorry, Maxine, you don't fit the look. That's one we'll try.
Josh in the chat joining us. We got all the hosts joining us in the chat today. He says, looking way too deep to something so useless. It's only got one suit. Like, what's there's no issues with having one suit. I had one suit for a while. Then I diversified. We get Kathy Kelly during the ad break. She interviews Trick Williams on the stage. He planned on winning the chamber on Saturday and eating some chicken wings in Atlanta because he's wearing his lemon pepper steppers. The crowd seemed into it, but this was like most of the promos on this show, absolutely useless, and nothing new was offered here.
Filler, right? This is a little commercial, right?
Yeah.
But the crowd is they chanted it with him. He's
with
so
that trick.
He's so money. My goodness. Star.
Hey, I've seen someone say it before, but it's absolutely true. He feels like 1998 The Rock.
Yeah. With a little Booker T. A little.
He looks like Booker T, but his promos is The Rock.
Yeah, which LA Knight tries to be as well. And then he had this appearance like one of these morning shows in the local areas. And you could tell like the hosts just love this guy. It's just oozing charisma and all that.
Yeah. And he was on First Take yesterday. Yeah. Oh, look who decided. Look what the cat drug in. Even on his day off. On his day off, he shows up. Top guy JJ. I might take next week off too. Hey, top guy.
It's kind of the announcement I wanted to do, man. Dog, Romeo, you don't understand. Now you get it a little bit. They're 0 for February. The entire month sucked. Damn. And now we're gonna get 5 weeks next month. March is a longer month.
Yeah.
The road to Mania, though. Officially.
The one thing that I tried, and SP, you noticed last week, I try to tell myself a story that made sense.
You did.
And they threw it all away in one segment. How you do a swerve and don't say a word to the girl? She said nothing to Jade Cargill. And then they want to call it a swerve.
That's true.
I'm sorry. I'm with SP. Karma's a motherfucker. The whole vision.
Original Vision, OG Vision.
That's what happened. You see, you don't play with real life and involve your kids and do all of this shit. And now look at you done fucked yourself up and everybody around you.
He didn't even want to tell the guy he was working with.
Romeo, I'm sorry you had to tolerate this week. I am. But at least you got like a moment. Like at least you got that. We had 3 weeks without the moments.
Like I told SP3 earlier, I was there for the Finn Balor tribute show in Ireland, and now I'm here for the AJ Styles tribute. So who knows what tribute I'll be for next?
You might find out next week.
Basically, they started February with an awful show that ended with a great segment, and then they ended February with an awful show that had a great segment at the end.
Dog, they're not even trying to give us like good television anymore.
No.
They've stopped trying. The Elimination Chamber is literally all baby faces. The men's chamber is all baby faces. Where's the suspense in 6 baby faces fighting each other? What's up, chat? I'm sorry, I can't really see the chat. I'm on my phone. But what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing, man? I just wanted to just pop in for a couple minutes, and because I'm about to step out. But I was just like, what? I'm listening to y'all as I'm getting ready, and I hear y'all struggling getting through this shit as we've struggled all month. You see that? As soon as I think you see that. As soon as I got away, that was like Romeo's cue to take like a little break. See, he's only been dealing with this shit an hour, and he already needs a break.
Hey, we got some super chat donations since you're joining us here. We got Chillin' with Chase. Thank you so much for the donation. He says, "Top guy JJ, just like CM Punk, no matter what he hear, making the towns and showing up every single week."
Yeah, at least I guess I care about my job a little too much. Is it great to be alive on a Tuesday in Indianapolis or what?
We also got another super chat donation from Jay Miller. Thank you so much, good sir. He says the Natty and Maxine feud is failing because they had Natty off TV for months without telling any story with Dungeon Dolls as a team and teasing the turn.
Nah, dog, but why did they give Maxine just straight Jabba music?
They did. I was like, it's WWE entrance. When Romeo said, he asked me what it was, I was like, it's WWE entrance music. They all sound the same to me.
Gave her Jabba music and just cooked her. Yo, that was the fastest middle finger I've seen to somebody's push in a long time, bro. They just said, yo, nah, we fucking nuking this Maxine shit right now. They wrote her off TV to a ring post, dog.
A regular spot we see in every freaking matchup is the thing that took her out.
They said, so you know what you're going to do? You're going to scrap with Natty, and she's going to kick you into the ring post, and you're going to look like you died. It's going to create such great television. It's going to be so great. You're going to look dead. And Natty's going to look, and she's going to try to get on you like a fucking hyena seeing blood.
She's like a house of fire, and you're going to be down, and it's going to build up. You're going to have a big return, and we're going to blow it off at WrestleMania.
And
SmackDown.
And then you get to go enjoy your honeymoon, so you can be off for the next 8 weeks.
Oh, you're probably right. That is why they wrote her off. She's got a honeymoon. Oh, JJ, thank you. See, we needed JJ on the show. He gave us the reason why they did this angle. Maxine got married, remember?
She didn't have a honeymoon already?
I didn't think so, because she was
Shorty was back on
champion
TV the week after she got married. She did not go on a honeymoon yet.
Yeah. They had to write her off. So that probably explains it. Good.
So,
See, this is why we need you,
at this
JJ.
time, if Maxine feels so useless and she goes and gets written off for 8 weeks, hey, go have a baby, bro. Go have a baby. They gonna write you up to a ring post? Go start a family.
Well, JJ, since we have you, we got to talk about your favorite storyline. The mystery box is back, baby.
I'm about to sign off.
He's got to go.
I'm about to sign off.
An unfortunate delivery person had to load up the wooden crates and ship it to Chicago, according to Adam Pearce. Even though Nick Aldis just sent it back to Monday Night Raw, he doesn't want to send it back to SmackDown. He says we're going to open it together, him and Aldis, this Saturday at Elimination Chamber. Then it brings in Rusev, who approached Pearce to have a conversation, but Pearce says that he already has a meeting, and in comes Obafemi. The two men confront each other. They look like they want to go at it, but Pearce tells them to save it for another night because tonight was about AJ Styles. Romeo, what do you think about the mystery box? Who do you think is in it?
I think it's Danhausen under whatever new name WWE is going to give him. I don't think he's going to keep the name Danhausen. But we'll see. But what a waste of company expenses shipping this thing from Raw to SmackDown to Raw again to Chicago.
They're going to call him Clownhausen if he's in that box.
That actually has a nice ring to it.
Clownhausen. That is actually cool.
Yeah, never liked Dan. Dan's a goofy name. I like Clownhausen better.
Clownhausen. That's actually good. Any new guesses, Romeo? JJ, from you?
All I'm gonna keep saying is there better not be a fucking human in there. Because that nigga's been now transported. That nigga's been transported to 3 different cities with no porta potty, no food, no light. It's gonna be smelling like shit, piss, and he is gonna be the smelliest motherfucking starved human in the fucking planet.
So before they
surprise. Mind you, this shit is still fucking 4 more days away. Oh, and now he's getting shipped straight to the chamber now.
Which is where he should have been.
So he's just going to be sitting in Chicago he's going to be sitting in Chicago for the next 4 days with no source of fucking rations or potties or use of water or anything like that. I swear to God, if there's a motherfucking person that comes out of that box, I will not know the results of the chamber.
Maybe it's the Survivor Series egg and it's grown in size. That's why the box is so big.
So are you with my theory that this was a Bruce Pritchard idea, Romeo?
Absolutely. I can see that. But if it's a Bruce Pritchard idea, that really means it's a Vince McMahon idea, and he just texted it over. Or whatever app they use that Nick Khan was trying to tell Vince, go to the damn app and stop texting me. Remember that?
You know what, guys? I actually, I completely 100% now understand why Roman Reigns doesn't want to be a part of this show.
Well, he's coming back next week.
I completely understand it now.
Roman Reigns returns and Top Guy JJ returns.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
I don't know.
We're literally and I love you crazy maniacs in the chat too, because we're all just collectively wasting our times watching this. There's so much more shit we could do on a Monday night. But no, we gotta watch this bullshit. It's maybe because we like misery.
Yeah. Misery likes company.
And Raquel Rodriguez is in the fucking chamber and Io's guy's not.
Don't start with Romeo. Romeo's a Raquel guy now.
Yeah.
When the fuck did this happen?
The Royal Rumble.
You lost. That was your pick in the Royal Rumble?
The Royal Rumble that she got eliminated by her teammate.
Come on, you're ruining the gimmick.
No, there's no gimmick there. There's no gimmick there. Aruga. That's the only thing I know about her.
But did Top Guy JJ see? Raquel is the betting favorite to win on Saturday.
Oh, everybody's about to lose. Everybody's about to lose money. Whether you put down $5, whether you put down $20, you about to. What's the odds?
+1 something, and then the next favorite is Tiffany Stratton.
She's +1 something.
Yeah.
You sure you didn't miss a 0?
No. She is the favorite. It's her, Tiffany, and I think even Oscar.
Wow. If we get a Jade Cargill Raquel Rodriguez match and a Liv Morgan Stephanie Becker match, that will be the 2 worst booked matches for the women's titles in WrestleMania history, with both these titles in existence.
It's gonna be the ending of WrestleMania 20 all over, but it's gonna be with Liv and Raquel.
You know what would be
Judgment Day's on, yeah. And Finn Balor finds his way into the main event, and and the entire Judgment Day leaves as all champions. Finn is the world champion. Liv is the women's world champion. Raquel is the WWE champion, and Dom is still holding his title. Oh, Judgment Day is about to rule the world at WrestleMania. Welcome to the worst year of our professional wrestling watching lives.
Could Raquel win and then be like, I don't really want to face Jade. Can I be put in this Liv Stephanie match? And then Liv is like, sure.
Damn, even like, WWE is mushing your brains, bro.
Freaking King of the North is so cruel. King of the North is always so mean to me in the chat. He says, why do y'all make JJ watch this shit? SP3 and Romeo love it. JJ looks like a prisoner.
Yo, you see,
what have I said that makes you believe I love it?
This. Oh, yo, yeah.
Hey,
the fact that SP and Romeo love it. I don't know if you've been paying attention to SP's scores over the last month. That nigga's giving this shit 3 straight thumbs downs, bro. Not even in the middle. It's been all down. He's been a little friendlier with the scores than I have. I must say, because he's been actually giving these niggas 5s for some reason. But because, he's just trying to be fair. But yeah, it's really rough. It's really rough in these streets, man. It's really rough in these streets. And I guess we do love company because we got Romeo to join the party to enjoy this misery with us. It's so bad. When it's so bad that Romeo can't even find a way to defend it, that's when shit is really getting cooked.
Yeah. This is what I'm gonna call myself when people say that I'm too pro AEW online. I'm gonna be like, I'm friend friendly at SP3, Fed friendly.
I mean, if he's being too friendly to AEW, watch the last month of Dynamite and then watch the last month of Raw. Like, what? Like, nigga, we just got a fucking Swerve Strickland Kenny Omega fucking banger. And then we get LA Knight Penta and fucking, who was it last week? We had the
Austin
fucking
Theory
in a main event of a show.
Yeah. I'm Heel says, I forgot who said it. Maybe Chase did, but when WrestleMania has bad booking leading up to the show, it usually ends up being good so far. It's been true regardless of who said it. No, it hasn't. Last year, it was not good, and WrestleMania overall was not very good.
I guess people are just so enamored with the spectacle and seeing the beautiful stage and seeing how big WrestleMania is. But then I guess we forget about the contents of what happened during these shows. Do we not remember Cena and Cody?
I mean, a lot of people remembered it when they were picking worst match of the year for Wrestling Observer. So
Ridiculous.
I agree with you, Romeo. It should have been Butterbean and Minoru Suzuki
Not
by
even
far.
Close. I hated that Cena Cody match. Hated it.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna let y'all finish this railroad of a show. I'm
smart move bailing out before we get to the Brock Lesnar segment. Thanks.
Oh, absolutely. Time. It's a complete waste of time y'all about to talk about. And this nigga didn't even say a word.
Nope. JJ, we will see you next week. Let the people know where they can follow you on social media, sir.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
That's maybe.
Maybe.
Because if this chamber, I swear to God, if this chamber is what I think it's going to be, I think Romeo might need to be here 2 weeks in a row.
I will celebrate Raquel's win.
Um, on Instagram, you can find me at TrueHill_TopGuyJJ. And here on the YouTube channel, I will be back here this Saturday. Thank God I don't have to talk about Raw because I came in here and talked about it for 10 minutes. I won't have any further comments on Raw. I will be on the flagship show. I don't know who's going to be on the flag. Hopefully it's the original gang, but it might be some guests because some folks might not want to talk about WWE from the OG crew.
Yeah, that's true. That is
and
true.
maybe next week is a possibility. Maybe.
We appreciate you dropping in, JJ. Enjoy the vacation, and we'll see you on Saturday.
I see y'all guys. Peace.
See ya.
See you, brother. All right, let's get into Brock Lesnar making his return, Romeo, alongside Paul Heyman. Heyman says that traditionally, there are always two main events at WrestleMania, the world title match and the Undertaker streak. That was until Lesnar ended his streak at WrestleMania. Now, the only dead man walking in WWE was the one who would walk down the aisle and face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Heyman rambled on, and I counted. He said WrestleMania and Brock Lesnar at least 32 different times in this one promo. He says that the man who faces Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania would never survive, but no one in the locker room is willing to face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Long story short, he says the question was now who would face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Heyman pointed to the Titantron, and it showed a list of dates. A list of dates, 5 dates, in fact, after tonight that Brock Lesnar will appear on Monday Night Raw. March 16th, March 16th in San Antonio. The following week, back-to-back weeks. San Antonio on March 16th, Boston, Massachusetts on March 23rd, New York City, Madison Square Garden on March 30th. Houston, Texas on April 6th and April 13th in Sacramento, California, the week before WrestleMania. You get Heyman, who says that Lesnar is having an open challenge for WrestleMania. And on the road to WrestleMania, he invited somebody to make the challenge so they could kick their ass at WrestleMania. This might have been one of the very worst promos in the history of Paul Heyman's career. He just rambled on and on and on. This felt like a very lazy way to set up a matchup for Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. And I really, after this promo, I was like, I think Paul Heyman's cooked. The last time he had a very good promo was after last year's WrestleMania when he explained his turn at WrestleMania 41. That's the last time I remember him giving us a great Paul Heyman promo, and that was nearly a year ago. Brock Lesnar barely got a reaction here. He did not get the superstar reaction that we're always used to. I don't understand why they think that Brock Lesnar is still the Brock Lesnar of 10 years ago, but here we are. What did you think?
It was a pop compared to most others on this show.
Compared to Maxine Dupree, yeah, sure, it was, but that's not saying much.
Cody and AJ, like the loudest receptions of the night, probably.
His pop was significantly lower than AJ's or Cody's on this show, or Punk for that matter.
So, here's what I think this Brock thing's gonna be, and I'll try to explain it to you for those of you that don't watch the show. I'll try to explain it as simple as possible. For those of you that do watch the show, you might get where I'm coming from. So the show I'm referring to is House of the Dragon on HBO. It has to do with the Game of Thrones universe, okay? So there's these dragons, right? Anybody can ride them if the dragon respects you. To tame a dragon, you can become the dragon rider. If they're a free dragon, whatever. So the way you do it is you walk up to these dragons, and they sense something in you. If you're a little bitch, if you're like a pussy, the dragon will just like roast you and just set you on fire, and you're done. But if the dragon respects you, he will let you be his rider. That's what I kind of think these segments on Raw are going to be. Like, somebody's going to come from the back locker room, try to be like, I'm your opponent at WrestleMania, Brock. And then Brock is going to be like, either he accepts it or he doesn't. And he'll probably like, the first, all these couple of weeks, it'll probably be one challenger after another. And like, Brock doesn't respect him. He destroys them, F5s them, whatever. Until the last week, when his actual opponent probably is someone he respects and is ready to face at Mania. And the way they were already chanting for Oba right there a little bit in the segment, if you noticed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Oba's just ready quite yet because Oba's going to do this thing with Rusev on the side.
Yeah.
And then I think in the end, maybe they keep chanting for Oba every week. Maybe that keeps carrying on. I don't know. Until the last week when Oba finally challenges him. If he's the guy. I don't even know for sure. Because I've also heard L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But I don't think you're going to see the guy come out until the last week. I think it's going to be a bunch of fake setups here. We'll see. Will that be entertaining? I don't know. The way they pull it off. Could you accidentally bury some people on the way there? You probably can. Brock Lesnar just fucking them up.
That sounds like Brock Lesnar burying 5 people before he gets to his actual opponent.
It could be. I don't know. We'll see how they do it, but it's different. So I don't tell you that much.
King of the North says someone said his Mania opponent is a prosecutor, and I popped.
I'll tell you what, it better not be. Week after week of nobody showing up. Because that'll make the locker room look so pussy. Oh my God.
It made the locker room seem pussy here because no one came out here to interrupt him.
I'll give this one a slide because I think he's setting it up for later, and not actually wanted the opponent last night, but we'll see.
Yeah, the crowd was very quiet for this whole segment. They were not into this all that much. And Paul Heyman didn't even seem passionate about it.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. Chuck Berry says, damn, Romeo, when you brought up House of Dragons, I thought you were going to bring up Blake Lively for some weird reason. And Josh says, beating the number 1 bum in 30 seconds won't be that impressive to get Brock next after. Yeah, Obafemi seems pretty far away from facing Brock. Doesn't seem like he's on that direction, but I can see your theory of him beating Rusev and then eventually being the one who steps up to Brock.
Yeah.
We get a pre-tape promo with Becky Lynch hyping up her matchup with AJ Lee at Elimination Chamber. She reminded AJ Lee how much she's accomplished and wondered what Lee ever did besides holding that pretty butterfly title. She says that she was the first woman to headline and win at WrestleMania, and she is a 2-time Intercontinental Champion, and she's going to prove herself better than AJ this Saturday at Elimination Chamber. This was better than the last 2 weeks of awful promos with AJ Lee. So,
you think so?
Yes.
I just think it's all the same. I haven't been interested in this one bit. No steam, and I thought this was rather ho-hum to go into Saturday.
I mean, it's better than her being Daffy Duck to AJ Lee's Bugs Bunny.
What does that mean?
Basically, Daffy Duck overreacts and Bugs Bunny is the smarter of the two and basically gets under his skin, and then Daffy Duck looks like a fool by the end of the cartoon. That's what been the last 2 weeks of Becky and AJ Lee.
That is true.
We get a clip of Royce Keys on Stephanie McMahon's podcast. He spoke about his brother sacrificing his life in Oakland, California, for him, and how he's living on for his brother. This was an emotional scene with Keys talking about his feelings. I've heard good things about this interview, so if you want to know more about Powerhouse Hobbs, Royce Keys is a good start for him in WWE with this introduction podcast, but it doesn't seem like they have any plans for him ahead of WrestleMania.
Agreed. Definitely was. I agree with everything you just said there. And I was going to say maybe he could also be a candidate for Brock, but he's on SmackDown. Not that matters, but...
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens there. We got I'm Heel who says after Mania, Becky and AJ need to take a break from each other. They should not even be facing at Elimination Chamber.
So this on Saturday is what? It's going to be a setup for a rematch at Mania or what?
Yes.
I'd rather they just would have saved it for Mania.
Exactly.
But I understand the Chicago. They wanted to have AJ have a match there too, along with that's her new hometown, I guess. Screw New Jersey.
Oh no, King of the North. I've been saying it for weeks. Welcome to the party. He said, "Keep it 100." SP3. You like this Becky program and character? No, I don't like Becky Lynch as Daffy Duck. No, I do not. And I don't like. And I think AJ Lee is cooked at this point.
All right, King of the North. You got to send a super chat now. You're like 0 for 2. I can't read your comments anymore. It's just fake news. Just making stuff up. What's going on here? You can't read those anymore. You can't read these lies in the chat anymore. You got to send a super chat if you want to lie.
Javon Evans is out with Offset in his corner as he faces Kofi Kingston with Xavier Woods and Grayson Waller in his corner. Kingston tried using a distraction to catch Evans off guard, but Javon didn't fall for it and clocked him with a running knee strike for a near fall. He then hits this beautiful twisting kick to the back of Kofi's head. You get then Kofi hits him with a PK to take control. Offset checks on him at the ringside. Then Kingston held control through a commercial break until Evans came back, makes a comeback and attempted a moonsault. He lands on his feet after Kofi dodges it, but he seems to tweak his knee. Kofi landed the SOS and gets a near fall. Evans sent Kingston out of the ring and hits a great leap and dive sells the knee at the same time. Then we get Waller punched Evans behind the referee's back. Kofi followed up with a leg drop to the back of the head for 2. Offset chucked Grayson over the announce table and backed off Woods. Kingston yelled at Offset for getting involved, and Evans was able to basically take advantage of this. He hits the OG cutter, gets the 1-2-3 to pick up the victory here. They talked about on commentary how this was a big win for Javon Evans, beating a former WWE champion ahead of Elimination Chamber. So fair game to him. This match was just okay to me. I didn't think it was anything like to write home about, but decent win for Javon Evans here. What did you think?
I like the spot where Javon looked like he was going to jump, and then Kofi just ran full speed down the aisle, and Cole was mocking him for it. I thought Javon was impressive here. That flip he did was impressive off the top rope, landing on his feet, and the very good sell by him to make you think he tweaked something. And then is this where they started showing all the black celebrities in the crowd too? Like it was
Little Yachty, Jermaine Dupri, Bow Wow, Dwight Howard was there. You had 2 Chainz there.
Black History Month. You would have thought this was on UPN. This whole segment, man, this was great.
Underpaid Negroes, UPN. Yep. Javon looked good, but I just didn't. I thought the match could have been a little bit more, but they don't care about Kofi Kingston all that much at this point. They aired more messages for AJ Styles from different wrestlers, this time from Bayley, Rey Mysterio, who was in a hot tub for some reason, Natty, The Miz, Robert Roode.
Man, he's recovering.
Abyss, Booker T, Randy Orton, CM Punk, Shinsuke Nakamura, who said, I miss him already. Then we see backstage TNA's own Frankie Kazarian is here. Frankie walks up, but he stops at a boiler room. He opens up the boiler room door, and it's Abyss, who doesn't look imposing at all anymore. Because it's Chris Parks at this point. Abyss and Frankie Kazarian reunite, and they head off to celebrate AJ Styles' tribute here.
How weird was it seeing like those names and then like the Raw graphic plate?
Yes. I feel like I was in a different universe. Like we're making references to TNA on Monday Night Raw, and it's not in a joke. Yeah, the Big 26, and it's not played off for jokes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that was cool, man. They brought all the right people. Obviously, the ones that couldn't make it, for obvious reasons.
Yeah. This was nice. This was nice to see them. This was probably the biggest pop of any of the guests backstage of the night for Abyss and Frankie. There was a highlight video of AJ Styles' huge victory over John Cena at SummerSlam 2016. They also played him beating Jinder Mahal for the WWE Championship on SmackDown in 2017.
Thank God.
It ended our misery. This was early days of True Heel Heat when I was just having the worst time ever talking about WWE with Jinder Mahal as champion.
Brock did not want to work Jinder.
No, we did not. Thank you, Brock. Finn Balor was in a pre-tape promo. Balor said that Punk wasn't the only one with people mad at him. He had people mad at him too. But they needed to understand why he needed to do this. He needed to prove the doubters wrong and the critics and the Judgment Day that he can be champion again. It's been 10 years of what ifs. You can learn a lot from a win, but you can learn even more from a defeat. When he lost to Punk, he learned to stop asking what if. He learned to tell himself when you beat Punk, when you become world champion, and when you go on to main event WrestleMania, there would be no more what ifs because everyone would know there was a new best in the world. Yeah, I think at this point, that's when they showed Dwight Howard, Jermaine Dupri, Funny Marco, and Bow Wow. But then this basically set up our promo segment in the ring where CM Punk came out. He entered to a big ovation. The crowd chants. The crowd chants for him, and he wanted the fans to chant for AJ Styles instead. He said that there were a few things he wanted to address. He says, but he won't take long because he wants to be greeted by, he wants you guys to spend time with AJ, but he wanted to spend time and head out to Chicago. Punk had his own what ifs for Balor. What if Balor didn't jump him in Toronto? What if Balor didn't interrupt what proved to be his final match with AJ Styles? Well, Balor wouldn't be getting a title match. People wondered what Punk was doing, but he was doing the best he could because he was giving the fans the fighting champion they deserved. Following in the footsteps of Terry Funk, Harley Race, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, The Undertaker, Triple H, and the list goes on and on. Punk didn't like dealing with in what ifs. Punk asks, what if Roman Reigns was here tonight? The fans cheered for Roman, but Punk said this is why he didn't like dealing in what ifs because we weren't rooted in reality and Reigns wasn't there. The fans booed him. Punk said they couldn't be booing him because he was there. Boots on the ground every Monday night, making every town on every tour. Punk asks, what if Balor beat him? Well, no risks and no reward. Reigns would be on Raw next week. What if Punk didn't wait until WrestleMania and punch Reigns in the face next Monday? He didn't deal in what ifs. He dealt in facts. He didn't have to ask what if he was the champion like Balor did because he was the champion. He was the best in the world. He was the main event of WrestleMania, and he is CM Punk. For someone who said he didn't want to waste a lot of time, he wasted a lot of time and didn't say anything of worth. This was the weakest of the CM Punk promos of the last couple of weeks. But what did you think?
I'd probably go even further. It's been a while since I remember a Punk promo like this that I just don't care about. Just don't care.
Yeah. This was not a good go home segment for AJ and Becky, and not a good go home segment for CM Punk and Finn Balor, which those are the two matches that the go home show should be pushing because the Elimination Chamber pushes itself. But you should push the non-Elimination Chamber matches, and I think they just whiffed on both of these. They did not hit home runs at all. They didn't even get on base.
You should have just completely focused on Finn. Like, there was no need to get into the Roman stuff. Like, you focus on the match that's on Saturday that you got to sell. You got plenty of weeks to sell the Roman match. You don't have to do that right now. I don't know. Stunk.
Yeah. That's what they do.
This is what we do.
But we get Omos. Why do they treat Omos like he doesn't work here? He's here with Petey Williams and Jeremy Borash backstage. Yeah, they made them look extra small next to Omos. Even though Omos looked extra small standing next to Kevin Owens' son on social media.
That had to be AI. There's no way. There's no way.
Have you seen Owens' son stand next to him?
Tall. I know he's tall.
Yeah, he's tall as fuck.
But he's not nowhere Omos tall. Like, that had to be some kind of trickery.
Then we get our final triple threat qualifier for the Elimination Chamber. We got WWE Women's Tag Team Champion Io Sky, Kairi Sane of the Kabuki Warriors, and Romeo's favorite, Raquel Rodriguez of the Judgment Day. The two smaller wrestlers tried working together against the larger wrestler. This is basically the same story that they told in the first triple threat matchup. Raquel caught both women and nailed a fall-away slam that looked impressive. You get one wrestler wiped out and the others with a moonsault ahead of the commercial break. You get an acai moonsault from Io Sky to the floor. Sky hit Zayn with a missile dropkick and the crowd got behind her until Raquel leveled her. Sky saved Zayn from a Tejada bomb moments later, and then they drove her into the ring post. Sky then hit Raquel with a tope suicida, and Zayn followed up with an insane elbow to the outside. You get Io dropkick Raquel into the timekeeper's area before Zayn hit Sky with a spinning back fist. Sky avoided the insane elbow and hits the over the moonsault. She had it won, but Raquel was able to break up the cover by yanking Kairi out. Then you get Sky hits Raquel with a missile dropkick and a Meteora. Raquel tried fighting her off, but Io nailed her with the tornado DDT. She set up for over the moonsault, but then Kairi shoved her off the top rope. She looked for the insane elbow, but she missed. Cole said that Raquel got her knees up, but she kind of got her foot up by accident. It didn't even look like it was on purpose. Raquel was able to roll out of the way, and then Zayn was coming down. Meanwhile, then you get Raquel picks her up, hits the Tejada bomb, does her Rhea Ripley pin cover for the 1-2-3. Raquel Rodriguez advances to the Elimination Chamber matchup. This was fine, I guess. What did you think?
Not that it had much competition, but probably my favorite match of the night, especially the result. Given that, I kind of thought Io was going to win, so I was kind of shocked by the surprise. Pleasantly shocked by the surprise. And let me just say, did you by any chance catch an exclusive clip on social media of Asuka and Kairi?
No. What happened?
Oh, this was so good. Why was it not on the freaking show? This was so good. So they're backstage. Kairi, she's walking up to Asuka. She feels absolutely terrible. You know how Kairi hams it up when she's sad and disappointed. She let down Asuka. She's sorry. She's shaking. And then Asuka's standing there with like her arms crossed. She's like waiting to talk. And then she's like, "You did it. You did it." She's like, "As long as Io did not win, mission accomplished. I didn't care about you winning." And then she walks away.
That's actually good. That's actually pretty good.
And then Kairi's there confused, like still sad. Like she messed up, but she did her job. Io didn't win. That's all she cared about. Oh, so good. It's like, put this on the show. This is such good for all of them. The story. It's like, what? It's just a social media clip.
Yep. Only a few people will see it.
So sad. It's so good. And it's important to the story. Like, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish they would have played it. Maybe they play it next week as, this is what happened last week.
Or at least,
like that.
Reenact it or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Next week on Monday Night Raw in Indianapolis, we got Dominic Mysterio defending the Intercontinental Championship against Penta. Never seen that one before. We got Gunther going one-on-one with Dragon Lee finally, as Dragon Lee tries to get revenge for AJ Styles. And the big one, Roman Reigns will return to the show as they kickstart the build to WrestleMania 42. We get an interview with Jade Cargill, but she was taking too long pandering to the crowd and trying to get Kathy to call her, name all her accolades, that she ran out of time and got cut off mid-sentence in the middle of her promo.
That's always embarrassing. Trick Williams nailed it. He did it all on time, got out of there, bam. One time there was Maxine tried to do it. She only did like 20 seconds and they had to stall. Like, it's not easy timing these promos correctly, but Trick got it. I bet you they love it. I bet you Bruce loves it backstage. Oh, my God. You did everything on time? I love him.
He's like, this kid's got it. Then is the highlight of the show. They started the AJ Styles tribute with a video package set to Creed's Higher.
Fuck yeah.
Fantastic. You get clips from TNA. You see him with the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. You get Stone Cold Steve Austin calling him the best wrestler on 2 feet. You get Kurt Angle called him the most talented wrestler he's ever been in the ring with. You get Undertaker said he couldn't think of a better person to have his last match with. There's also kind words from Bayley, Miz, Orton, his wife, Wendy. This is all set to mostly like TNA and WWE footage. So great stuff. WWE, one thing they will do. I don't really like their creative right now and their storylines, but man, oh man, I know for sure the build to WrestleMania will look beautiful in a video package because they know how to do video packages.
So good.
AJ Styles comes out to a big ovation. AJ was a little rusty after a month off. He bumped into some staging equipment on his way out.
But he played it off so well. He just went right into his pose.
AJ took a breath in the ring as the fans and announcers gave him a standing ovation. He stood there, and we get the thank you AJ chants from the crowd. The Styles joked that he thought about wearing a suit tonight, but he said the last time he did, he beat the piss out of Cody Rhodes, so he decided to think better of that.
It had to bring that
Styles.
Mark Henry tribute he did.
Styles thought this would be easier, but if he got choked up, he wanted the fans to know that it wasn't because he was sad. Styles was grateful to be in Atlanta, Georgia. He grew up 45 minutes away up the road in Gainesville, which got a nice pop. People usually didn't get to have a moment like this when they retired, so he was grateful. But at his core, he was still that kid from Gainesville who fell in love with professional wrestling. He wrestled in Gainesville, and then in the TNA Asylum in Nashville, in the Tokyo Dome in Japan, and under the bright lights of WrestleMania. He wrestled some OGs in TNA. Daniels, Joe, and Frankie Kazarian. They made a mark on pro wrestling, and not just TNA, but the entire industry. He went to Japan, and he met up with some good brothers. Gallows and Anderson showed him how to have fun in pro wrestling. It didn't have to be serious all the time, and if he was having fun, so were the fans. He's done almost everything. The one thing that he hadn't done was be a full-time father. And he pointed to his family in the front row. He missed birthdays, anniversaries, and games. He missed it all, and that was tough. His flex should be that he won all these world championships, but his biggest flex was having the best wife in the world. She never slowed him down or told him to stop. She kept pushing him forward. She held the family together, even though he had to watch them grow up on FaceTime. She was the one. He told her, "I love you," and he thanked his kids for being here tonight. He says things didn't go the way the fans wanted to against Gunther at Royal Rumble. And it wasn't the way he thought it should go either. But it was poetic. Not many people got to go out where they started. He debuted in WWE at the Royal Rumble in 2016, and his last match was at the Royal Rumble in 2026. He didn't leave his gloves in the ring that night, but he was a man of his word. He removed his leather vest, he placed it on the ring mat, And he said that he didn't remove his gloves because he wanted to take them with him, bring them to Atlanta, and leave them here at home. He removed his gloves and placed it on top of his vest in the ring. He told the fans from the bottom of his heart, would have been nothing without you. Thank you for your love, and I love you right back. Thank you. The closing trademark graphic aired at this point, but the segment continued. You get wrestlers and personnel filling up the stage as they all gave AJ Styles a standing ovation as the fans chanted, "Thank you, AJ." The lights cut out, and we see the music and video of The Undertaker. Taker entered on his motorcycle to his Kid Rock American Badass theme. Taker the ring with a microphone. He looked down at AJ's glove and vest. Taker remarked, "You're just gonna leave your stuff here and leave?" Taker said they had unfinished business. Styles looked surprised. Taker told him there was a saying, "If you see me coming, you're already gone." Well, Taker wanted to change it. "If you see me coming, that means you're going." The fans figured out what was coming, so did AJ. Taker announced that AJ Styles was the newest inductee into the 2026 WWE Hall of Fame. That got the biggest pop of the whole night. Styles had a huge smile on his face. He appeared to be learning this for the first time. You get Styles' family was now at ringside, and they were all hugging as the fans started chanting, "You deserve it." Styles hugged Taker in the ring. Then Styles' family entered the ring as well, and they all embraced. Styles was pumped up as his music played, as he celebrated with his family in the ring. This was so well done. Such a great tribute. This felt very akin to the Ric Flair tribute that he got after his final match at WrestleMania 24 in 2008. This felt like very touching, emotional. You got a proper speech from AJ that felt that it was from the heart, him talking openly to the fans. This felt like an actual ending of one of the all-time greats career, and the Hall of Fame induction announcement was a fitting kind of end to it. And the fact we learned from the Wrestling Observer radio from Brian Alvarez that this was all a surprise to AJ itself. They never told him that they were going to induct him into the Hall of Fame. So such a great way to close an all-time awful episode of Monday Night Raw. But this showed reverence, respect to one of the all-time greats. AJ Styles will be missed, but man, they knew how to send him off. He honestly got a better send-off than John Cena and Bill Goldberg, which says a lot. But AJ Styles will say goodbye to him one more time as he will enter the WWE Hall of Fame, and he should be the headliner for this year's Hall of Fame, as it also was reported by Body Slam Plus that WWE is discussing John Cena being the man to induct him into the Hall of Fame as well. So, hey, if you want to sell tickets for the Hall of Fame, that's a great way to do it. What did you think about the tribute?
Awesome segment. Well deserved. He deserved this final farewell. He spoke from the heart. When he's standing there talking to his wife and his kids, like, how can you not get a little emotional, a little teary-eyed? Especially talking about the wife. Like, man, she held it down for years. That's got to be rough, seeing, your kids grow up over FaceTime. I mean, AJ Styles sacrificed a lot. All these wrestlers do in their careers. You got to respect that about them. And then the end, bringing out Undertaker. I like this new gimmick for the Undertaker. It seems like he's the guy. You hear the gong, you're going to the Hall of Fame. It's pretty cool. That's a nice little gimmick for him to do every now and then. It gets the crowd popped big when they heard that. Yeah, I can see the parallels to the Ric Flair, which also Undertaker was in that one too, the Ric Flair one too as well. Yeah, well done. Do you think he really didn't know? It's hard for me to buy that, but okay, I'll buy what you're selling, I guess. If he didn't know that he was going to the Hall of Fame, I almost feel like maybe he signed a new deal as like a legend or ambassador, or if he hasn't, he's given his word that he will eventually or something like that. Yeah, I don't see him now going to AEW. I think that's it, the final. I think that's He kind of looked bad after everything he said, like saying man of his word and got to spend more time with his family. He kind of looked kind of silly going to AEW, and I don't think he needs a payday like Ric Flair did once upon a time. I don't think that's the case, but yeah, really enjoyed all this. He's well deserved. Well deserved. I was gonna ask you, is there anybody you'd like to see induct AJ besides John Cena? And shouldn't AJ get to choose instead of what WWE wants?
Yeah, I really think that should be the case. I don't think
AJ have a problem with that, though, to be honest.
No, I think he'd be fine with John Cena doing it. Frankie Kazarian would be one. If you already made him a part of the retirement, the tribute, he could be someone to induct him into the Hall of Fame. The Good Brothers. Yeah, the Good Brothers is another good shout. I would say Nakamura, but Nakamura doesn't speak very well English, so that might be a struggle. Kurt Angle, with their history from TNA till now. Finn Balor is another one, a good shout there. Abyss, why not, from their time in TNA, and Bobby Roode or Xavier Woods, because those are like his two close friends on the WWE roster or working backstage. So there's a lot of options for AJ where I could see him where there's so many options that AJ says you guys can decide.
In a perfect world, would you pick anybody from who's currently in AEW and can't do it?
Christopher Daniels, 100%. Christopher Daniels
should be the guy
Christopher Daniels would be number one with a bullet. Or Jeff Jarrett would be a good shout as well, or Samoa Joe, or the Bucks. But that would never happen.
I saw their little segment on being the Elite, where like Matt was like, I tried to text AJ and it said he's changed his number. So like, that's a little weird if that's true.
I'm Heel says I think Dixie Carter should induct him because she owned TNA at the time, or she should at least be there. I saw this also from our good friend Heel Steven. I want to tell I'm Heel and Heel Steven, y'all clearly don't know the history between Dixie Carter and AJ Styles to even suggest this. They did not have a good relationship. He blamed her for why he was leaving the company.
Lowball.
Please do some research before y'all suggest things like this.
Yeah, he got lowballed off her, right?
Yes.
Contract?
Yes. What are y'all talking about? Maybe it's water under the bridge now, but still, I don't think that's appropriate. So good stuff there. Yeah, like that's why I said Christopher Daniels. Like if it was an option for anyone in the industry, it would be Christopher Daniels.
Wow.
Yeah, cool. Like his kids call Daniels Uncle Chris.
That's cool.
Like they're very close together. They've known each other before TNA. They came up on the independent scene in the early 2000s, late 90s together. Like they are best. That's his best friend in the industry.
Cool.
So
I don't think he'll have a problem with John Cena though. You can't really. They had some incredible matches.
I would say that's his greatest rival in WWE for sure.
Yeah.
Agreed. Who would be your top five? My top five would be Cena. Ironically enough, Shane McMahon. Finn Balor, Nakamura.
Thank goodness they had that last match of Saturday Night Main Event.
Yeah, that was a good capper. Yeah, because now they have more than one good match. Because the first feud, the Dick Kick feud from 2018, just had the Last Man Standing have Money in the Bank. It's tough because he's had plenty of great matches, but they haven't really always like focused on him for like rivalries like that.
Right.
Like those are the names that really like come off. Like I know he had a rivalry with Randy Orton, but I don't remember it that well. I know they had the matchup at WrestleMania, but it wasn't like that memorable in regards to his run. Chris Jericho would probably be the last one that I would name.
Yeah. And it's hard to see like he hasn't had these great WrestleMania matches, but he has these great matches elsewhere. Right?
Yeah.
And maybe that's why he said what he said. Like WrestleMania's kind of lost its luster. Did you see that quote today?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say that.
Maybe that's
I
why
was like, I agree with you.
Best matches are not at Mania at all, except the Shane one.
No.
Really, his best matches have been on other shows. So maybe that's why he doesn't have this big attachment to WrestleMania. He tried to make Royal Rumble seem a lot bigger. Yeah.
Oh, Roman would have to be in the top 5. Yeah, because I was thinking I was gonna ask you, what's your top 5 matches, his best matches in WWE?
Well, the 2 Cena ones are 1 and 2.
Which ones?
I rank SummerSlam higher. I was there.
I rank Royal Rumble higher.
That's fair. But also like Cena wins too, so
you got to put 3. You got to put all 3. You got to put the Crown Jewel match from last year too.
That's right. Shit. Cena. Shit. That match was so damn good.
That was incredible.
That was their farewell tours coming together.
Yeah. I would put Royal Rumble 2017, SummerSlam 2016, and Crown Jewel.
Okay, so
that's probably like the top 3.
I actually have I have SummerSlam, Crown Jewel, Rumble, and that's not shitting on the Rumble match. The Rumble match is incredible too. That's how good all 3 of those matches are to me.
Yeah,
incredible.
What else would fit in the top 5?
Help me out because my memory's terrible. What would be on there?
Balor at TLC 2017.
Balor, yeah,
the first match with Balor.
I could see that. And that was unexpected too.
Yeah, Roman at Extreme Rules 2016.
Oh yeah, that was good. They had good chemistry.
They had incredible chemistry. That was the guy that really kind of gave Roman his like juice in the ring, like that matches after that. Him and Shane at WrestleMania 33. Him and Rollins at Money in the Bank 2019. Him and Brock at Survivor Series 2017.
I like the Brock match too. Brock must have liked himself some AJ.
Him and Styles during the pandemic for the Intercontinental Championship was incredible as well.
Who?
Him and Bryan for the Intercontinental Championship. Yeah. Him and Moxley at TLC 2016. That was probably their best match together.
Moxley.
Him and Ambrose.
Yeah,
Ambrose Moxley. That's why I said both. I said both for you.
Two very different.
Both for you. 2 very different people. I agree. 2 very different people.
I wish we would have got AJ and Shawn Michaels somehow, some way. Motherfucker came out for retirement, so I can't say it wasn't never possible.
Exactly, it was possible, but this motherfucker came out for that instead.
It would have been so much fun. It's one of those what ifs.
Him and Cody at Backlash in France is one of his best matches, and their I Quit match was great as well at Clash at the Castle.
One could argue, even though we didn't know it at the time, AJ had a better farewell tour than John Cena. One could argue.
Yes, I would argue that. I definitely would argue that.
It might be a topic for True Heel Heat this.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about that for sure on True Heel Heat this week.
Run for AJ though. WWE run just alone.
Yeah,
10 years.
Because I literally that's why I asked the question. Just WWE because I think that
I don't even know all the other stuff. I couldn't help you on that.
Yeah,
that stuff I
the 3 Cena matches pale in comparison to the triple threat at Unbreakable 2005. That will forever be his greatest match. His greatest match. Yeah, it's 21 years later. It's still the greatest triple threat matchup in history. Him, Daniels, and Joe. Him and Angle had classics in TNA. He had the best Ultimate X in my opinion. Him, P.D. Williams, and Christopher Daniels, where he does that spot where he flips and drops down onto the mat. That's incredible. TNA, he had great matches. with all those guys. New Japan Pro Wrestling, there's the Nakamura match at Wrestle Kingdom 10. There's him and Minoru Suzuki during the G1. Him and Okada. Okada beat him for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, which started the greatest reign of the modern era, where Okada was IWGP Heavyweight Champion for 720 days. Him and Hiroshi Tanahashi in the G1, and then when Tanahashi beat him for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship as well, those were instant classics. Him and Kota Ibushi at Invasion Attack, I think that was back in like 2015. Him and Naito in the G1 as well as at Wrestle Kingdom was incredible as well. Oh yeah, Chase, a good shout there. The Abyss match, the Lockdown, the Steel Cage matchup at Lockdown 05, that was an instant classic. Him and Jerry Lynn and Low Key in the early years of TNA for the X Division Championship were incredible. Oh, him and Daniels versus LAX was a fantastic rivalry. Go back and watch that. That put LAX on the map, Homicide and Hernandez. So the list goes on and on, man. It's incredible.
There's a lot of stuff I still gotta watch. But I'll
one of the all-time greats. One of the all-time greats.
Let me ask you another question. Since off the top of your head, if you put all of his career together, not just WWE, how do you rank his rivals?
Entire career?
Off the top of your head.
Joe and Daniels it's a tie because they had so many of those triple threats. Yeah, because they, after the Unbreakable 05 match, they had like a whole three match series the following year where they did multiple triple threat matches with those guys. So they have to share the number one spot.
Shinsuke probably stays on this list because now you add the New Japan stuff, right?
Yeah, well, the New Japan is just one matchup, but because he faced them so often in WWE, he would definitely be on the list. I think 2, you probably would have to put John Cena. Yep. You have to put John Cena because of how important he was to what he would do in WWE. Then Kurt Angle. Then I would go Nakamura.
They have a lot of matches, him and Kurt?
Yeah. They faced in 07, 08, 09, 2010. Like, yeah, they went off. That was one of the key opponents for Angle during his TNA run. And then the last one, it's a toss up. It would be I don't rank Jeff Jarrett. I'm sorry. They've had good matches together, but I don't rank Jeff Jarrett in the top 5. It'd probably be between Okada or Tanahashi for the 5th spot. Probably Okada because they traded the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. So, yeah,
an illustrious career.
Worth talking about, and we're going to talk about it some more this Saturday on the True Hill Heat flagship podcast. But
this guy's got quite the
that
streak
brings
of
us
on the
to
True
a
Hill Heat
close.
thumbnail. I'll tell you that much.
Yo, yeah, he has been. He's been on it for the whole last 6-7 weeks.
We'll have another one.
Indeed. But yes, that brings us to a close on another edition of Rated Raw Review. Y'all know the deal. It's time to rate this show. Let us know in the live chat. What was your match of the night? Your MVP, your LVP, your moment of the night. Whether you gave the show a thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle. Out of 10, what did you give the show? For me and Romeo, for the February 23rd, 2026 edition of Monday Night Raw in 3, 2, 1. Thumbs down from me, thumbs in the middle from Romeo. Out of 10, what you going to give this show, Romeo?
Give it a 5. It's only because of the AJ stuff. The AJ stuff is so good. I can't go thumbs down or lower.
I give it a 4 out of 10. All 4 points for AJ Styles.
Also, I got to see my girl Raquel win, so bias.
I see the bias. Who was your MVP for the show, Romeo?
It can't be anybody but AJ Styles, the phenomenal Hall of Famer.
Yes, it's AJ Styles by far. Moment of the night, AJ Styles tribute. Or if it's one particular moment, Undertaker put him into Hall of Fame
announcement. Yep.
Yeah. Match of the night. Who you giving it to?
I'll go with the main event. It wasn't a good in-ring night.
No, it wasn't. I'll go with Javon Evans versus Kofi because at least Javon, he was really good in that matchup. Then we got LVP for the show. Romeo, who you going with?
It's hard to go with anyone but Maxine. My goodness. KO'd in what? How long was that? A minute?
A minute 38 seconds. Minute 38 seconds.
Fuck out and then beat up while she's knocked out. That's oof. And you know, on a sadder note, honorable mention, even though it's, you know, it's not his fault. Bronson Reed, that's tough for Bronson Reed. It's a tough blow. Tough.
Yeah. Sucks. I'm gonna give LVP to Triple H because he didn't even try with this show. He didn't even try. There was no creativity at all on this show. I'll give it to Triple H. Triple H, or honorable mention to Paul Heyman because Paul Heyman's cooked. Six.
Buy Paul Heyman stock too.
Six. He says also Kit Wilson. When was Kit Wilson on the show?
What about Kit?
Yeah, what about Kit Wilson? Kit Wilson wasn't on this show. Wrong show, Brody. We got MVP to Raquel Rodriguez and AJ Styles from Christopher. We got LVPs. Chuck Berry says everything else on the show, but especially Maxine Dupree for getting new theme song and her horrible performance. Moment of the night from Sanjo. Undertaker putting AJ Styles in the Hall of Fame. That brings, but Kit Wilson wasn't on this show. It's fine if you love him, but he wasn't on this show. So you can't give the show credit or points for Kit Wilson when he wasn't on the show. But that brings us to a close for the latest edition of Rated Raw Review. Want to thank you so much for joining us live. Thank you if you're watching us on demand. Remember to drop the thumbs up on the video, share with your friends, subscribe if you are new, and of course, you can comment down below. Let us know what you thought about WWE Monday Night Raw. Stop being toxic. We're just letting you know you can't give credit for someone who wasn't on the show. Yeah, no. I know.
Probably doing the dance too.
It is great. But Romeo, let the people know where they can follow you on social media and when they might see you again.
Romeo Thomas, all social media. You might see me again next week if JJ doesn't want to fucking work. Shit, I might have to do double duty back to back. We'll see.
We look forward to it. We like seeing you, Romeo. We enjoy having you here.
Let me give my quick chamber picks. There's only 4 matches.
Yeah, go ahead.
Punk wins. I don't know about Becky AJ. Shenanigans. DQ. Becky gets DQ'd. Women, Rhea. I just think they go with the star power. And men's, it's Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes never won a chamber, right?
No, you're actually right. Yeah,
he's that on his resume.
Something else to add to his resume, but yeah. I will give my prediction this Friday, 1:05 p.m. Eastern Time, our WWE Elimination Chamber 2026 preview. Myself and Maggie will be here to give our final predictions for the show. I'll have more final predictions. I'll see if I change my picks in any way on the True Hill Heat flagship podcast, 10:05 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturday. You got tomorrow on the channel. I think we have a THH cut dropping at the nighttime, and then on Thursday we got AE Ramble at 1:05 p.m. Eastern Time. I am watching Scream 7 on Sunday, Texter. I will have the review for Scream 7 that will probably be dropping next week. We'll try it. I'm gonna try to team up with Stag King. I'm gonna try to figure out. I was gonna do it after the show, but we talked about AJ Styles way too long, so I will have to find another time to review Scream 6 before we watch Scream 7. But definitely next week on the channel on True Hill Heat Sports and Entertainment, we'll have Scream 7. We got a Scream 5 review that's going to be dropping tonight, so be on the lookout for that. Go to True Hill Heat Sports and Entertainment and subscribe over there. You can follow me on the Twitter machine at True Hill SP3. Follow the gang Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at True Hill Heat. Patreon.com/True Hill Heat. $3 a month gets you exclusive content. Best way to support us when we're not live here. Oh, I forgot. Tomorrow we are dropping our first ever, oh no, not the first ever, but a special edition of GOAT Match Series right here on the channel to get you ready for Elimination Chamber. Me and Jimmy Macaram are going back in time to watch the first ever Elimination Chamber match from Survivor Series 2002. Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Booker T, RVD, Chris Jericho, and Kane. So be on the lookout for that. That's dropping on the channel.
Gear, that poo-poo gear by Shawn Michaels.
Worst gear of his entire career.
Watch Along Saturday. I forgot. Watch Along Saturday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was wondering if that was true. That's why I gave you the outlet to do it. And he answered Brandon Brown here, who was wondering. So yes, you got a lot to enjoy on Saturday. The True Hill Heat flagship podcast and our watch party for Elimination Chamber. So be on the lookout. A busy week from us here at True Hill Heat, but for Romeo, it is me, your True Hill Phenom, SP3. This has been Rated Raw Review number 108, a phenomenal Hall of Famer. We are signing off until next time.
The sweet smell of success. It's a familiar scent to me.